There's a lot of things that you can do to go after what you want instead of waiting for them to come to you.
But what you were able to do was absolutely find a buyer for the Malibu property.
We have another listing in Carpinteria. It was 70 million and it just reduced over 10 million. So now we're at 57,500,000. It's on Padero Lane. That one is a showstopper property.
Welcome to Big Moves Podcast. I'm your host, Bo Belmont. And today, I'm just super excited to share with you our guest, Amanda Lynn. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, so stoked. So what we do today, Amanda, is, we're not your typical podcast where we're going to have like an outline of 15 different questions. We're going to buzz through those. What I like to do is kind of shoot from the hip and just have a conversation.
Love it.
And we've had some interactions before just as friends and as business associates with some real estate transactions, some significant ones, you might say.
Yes.
And I'd just like to go through those with you today.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Awesome. So Amanda is with Nest Seekers, and she comes to us with just a massive background in real estate. And I'd really like to hear it from you. So if you could give our listeners just some background on yourself and what you've done in the industry and maybe some before you were in real estate, I would love to hear more about you.
Absolutely. So I've been in real estate about 4.5 years now. I started with the agency, which was actually like my dream job at the time. I got hired by Mauricio. I go directly to the boss.
Right to Mo.
Always love Mauricio. And he's awesome. He has great energy. So we had a call for like an hour or so. And then I wasn't even licensed yet. Okay. And he's like, okay, come on over. Like, we'd love to have you. I have a big background in social media and marketing.
Okay.
I have like 1.6 million followers on Instagram, and I was probably one of the first 50 girls on Instagram that's not like a big celebrity to have 1 million followers.
Dang.
So I did that for like 10 years before, and I made a lot of money so I could travel the world and do whatever. I was promoting products and things like that. And all of my backgrounds have pretty much been in sales or marketing, like every job I've had since I started.
Oh, that's amazing. So, just to kind of unpack that a little bit. So with the agency, for one, you weren't labeled an asshole, number one, right?
That's the number one rule is no assholes. I have the shirt.
Do you have the shirt?
It says no assholes on the...
Okay, cool. So that's why I'm not hired at the agency.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. Yeah, Mo is a great guy and actually working with us on a transaction right now. And we'll go into that a little bit later on. And so you had... without being a celebrity, which you are basically, I think you're a celebrity anyways, but yeah, absolutely. So you had 1 million followers without having that celebrity title, which enabled you to travel the world, make a whole bunch of money, offer or share people's products on your social media.
Yes.
Like, how does that work? Because I know you get to, once you have a certain amount of followers, people are reaching out to you like, hey, I want you to post about this so I can sell more product. Like, give me what's your number one, are they retailers? Are they wholesalers? Like who give you to your number one that like said, like Chanel, like I see you wearing these beautiful Chanel earrings. Like, would they come to you and say, hey, I want you to wear these earrings and your next, video, and we'll give you $1 trillion. Like, give me an example.
I love that. I would love to be sponsored by Chanel or have them give me $1 trillion. They have not offered, but what I would promote is basically just what I kind of live, which is like beauty, fitness, and things like that. So I'm a big foodie. So you'll get invited to restaurants. You can film restaurants. You film like tanning, hair, makeup.
Oh, wow.
Like clothing companies, protein shakes, anything. But it was mostly in beauty and fitness. That's what I would promote and get paid to promote.
Do you think I could do the hair product one, maybe?
Absolutely.
I'm thinking maybe.
Well, see, I'm actually doing that now because I took out, I'm focusing on being very healthy, like hair, skin, nails, body, just all of that. So like the vitamins, everything, collagen powders, all of that.
Wow.
So what you can do if people are not reaching out to you is you can take initiative and start doing your own thing, because a lot of the companies, they don't prefer to go to like girls that are super famous on Instagram already anymore. They still do that, but they like to go to like the real authentic person and have a real authentic person who's not a model, who's not doing this for a living, share their journey. And like, let's say they're doing their hair, take their extensions out or take a photo of what their hair looks like, get the vitamins, start all of that process, and then photograph it like every month or as you go. You can apply that to any company.
Yeah.
If there's a company I desire to work with, then I will kind of do the same formula that I've done before. I'll take it on like they're my job, but I know how to like kind of hook them and give them a little bit where they want more. You don't want to give them like make a whole video and do their job for them.
Sure.
You can do that on TikTok and get a fee, which people do, and they make money. But I would more like package it and then promote it or like fish it to them. I would DM them and send them something or organically start posting it and then tag them in it. There is a way that you can contact anyone. You can email them if they don't reply on Instagram. Like there's a lot of things that you can do to go after what you want instead of waiting for them to come to you.
I love that.
But they did organically come to me in the beginning because I was learning from my best friend who has like over 10 million followers.
Oh, geez.
And she taught me everything I know.
About liberty to say their name.
Yeah, her name on Instagram, it's Jojo Baby.
Jojo Baby.
Jojo Baby.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
Is
my girlfriend Jojo.
Beverly Hills, Hollywood?
She's from Kansas.
Okay.
And so she lives in Oxnard. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she lives in Oxnard. So she likes to be out of the craziness.
Okay.
But yeah, she's always done social media and she really taught me everything I know. She kind of taught me marketing because essentially it is branding and marketing.
Absolutely.
Which made it easy for me to pivot that into real estate. But I actually thought it was going to be something that was going to hold me back. So it's very surprising that I've really been able to kind of use it to my advantage.
I love that. I love that. And actually, it's kind of refreshing to hear that some of these companies are reaching out to the everyday person because that's who's buying this product.
It's
right?
preferred now because we do studies on it because if you're actually in any business, when I was doing social media as a business, you can get data, you can get information, the algorithms change, and it is your job if you consistently do that as your career or one of your sources of revenue that you stay up with what they want, the algorithms and what the companies are looking for.
Yeah.
And I don't know if a lot of people know that, but especially within the last year, they've shifted. The market has shifted. Instead of going after these big influencers, you might still have them if you've been working with them for years.
Sure.
But it's more the authentic person and showing those are the people that are leaving the reviews. Those are the people that are buying the products. And people are desiring to see someone like them or someone, that's not so glamorized like an average normal person.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Kylie's not relatable, right?
You have to you have a long list to get if you want to compare to that. So I feel like having the average person show you what things really are used like on a daily basis.
I think if you have somebody who's a celebrity, you're wondering, does it really do this or are they already doing something else? What other products are they using?
Yeah.
It's
you want transparency.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very important.
Well, that's huge. I'm glad you shared that with me. So now I know what I need to do to start promoting hair products.
Exactly.
Right.
I can help you because I'm starting to do it now.
Well, maybe I could do razor products. I could do that.
Listen, there's a lot you could do.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. I have 92,000 followers and
almost to 100.
Almost.
We gotta get you to 100.
It's a crazy thing. Sometimes we go up, sometimes we go down. There's a lot of like fake accounts on there too. Like I'll get some weird ones on there that I'm like, the bots.
Those are so annoying.
Yeah,
I hate them.
Or
I'm sure, do you get it where people will be like, oh, your page is losing traction. I can help you. I get 8,000 of those a day. I have 1.6 million followers. I don't care to have 30 million. Like my dream is to not be a huge celebrity.
Yeah.
I just want to be successful and also have some privacy.
Yeah.
But attention, it's not hard to find it for me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't care to grow it so much. If I'm going to grow it, it's more important to have like the target audience watching than millions of people. So that's what I'm focused more on with my Instagram.
Good call. Yeah. I'm consistently getting those folks that are like, you're posting great stuff, but have you tried this? And let me give you an example. I'm like, dude, I thought you were calling to say what's up, like, or hitting me up to say like good, good job in real estate, but no, they're trying to do their thing. So good on them, right? They're trying to do their job, but
it's a hustle. Everybody's out here hustling.
They are hustling on it. Well, let's talk about hustling.
Yeah,
you are hustling in real estate, and I've seen you do just tremendous things in out of the country as well, like Greece, and then ultra luxury real estate, Beverly Hills, Hollywood Hills. And then there's one property specifically in Malibu that you've been doing a tremendous job on.
Thank you.
And a lot of our listeners have been paying attention to that one, and that's the Kanye West house in Malibu. It's actually not the Kanye West house. It's the Belwood house.
Exactly. It was formerly. Now it's in your hands.
It is. Yeah.
Halfway in my hands.
It is. It's in a bunch of people's hands right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
But title is in Belwood, and but that one is really tremendous. And actually, it's off screen right now, but up on my shelf right here, do you see those concrete blocks? Those look familiar.
Oh, are those from the house?
Those are from the house. That was the wall that was torn down in Maggie's room downstairs, where they had torn down that wall.
Yeah.
And remember, had the tires underneath it where they dropped it and they put it up, tires to break its fall.
Yeah.
So they dismantled that wall, and they were going to trash all that concrete. And I remember Jason, when I went to the house with him when we were doing an episode of Selling Sunset, he goes, "Bo, I want you to save one of these pieces for me." And I'm like, okay, well, am I just gonna like chip off a piece of this? Like, but it was perfect.
Did you hit it?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
That would have been fun.
Those days of demoing houses are over for me.
It's just fun to do one little whack and then carry on.
Yeah, for this that type of concrete, it takes a lot more than one little whack, right? You need the you need the jackhammer, and I'm cool with that. The
jackhammer,
yeah, because you're gonna be feeling that the rest of the day. Everything's gonna be vibrating. It's gonna be going on in your head. Those poor guys.
I've tried it before.
Yeah, you're ringing in your head for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So, but I was happy to see when I showed up that the dumpster had all of this debris in there.
Oh, so you took it?
And so I was like, hey, I'm snatching one of those. And
did you see the rock? There was the rock that I think Kanye had scratched Bible verse into it.
I have several of them. I have several.
Oh, you have several?
Yeah, I do.
That's amazing. Yeah. It's really cool. And you've never shared the rock. There were these rocks inside the house that he wrote Bible verses scratched in.
Yeah.
Very epic. Very epic.
What about the behind the column underneath the house? So where it says myth, but have you stepped behind there and saw where he wrote the Bible verses? No, you haven't been behind there?
Yes, I have. I've of course, but
yes, and they're written sideways.
I've examined the house, Bo. With all due respect, I'm not examining underneath.
Oh no, so
we're behind the concrete.
So right where it says myth.
Yeah. Okay. It's on the back.
So if you just walk behind. Okay, I know, probably not the easiest.
You take off my shoes. We're on the beach.
Well, then, you get your feet in the sand. But if you step behind there, there is a Star of David, and then there's Bible verses written sideways. I'm like, was he levitating sideways, or was he like floating or something? I don't know, but it's written sideways on the column.
How cool.
And I was wondering, I'm like, did Kanye really write this?
I'm sure he
did.
I
Googled his his signature and his handwriting, and it was him. It absolutely is him. It wasn't like a forensic, analysis of handwriting. But I was like, that is the same R. Matches the R in his writing online.
That's so cool.
That's him. So
I'm going to check that out when I go back the next time.
You have to. And I think we're going to do some content when this deal closes, right?
Absolutely.
So a little bit of content for our listeners. As you guys know, Belwood bought this property last year for $21 million. Kanye West bought it for 57, did some damage to it, or at least hired somebody. Right? Remember that he was a weird cat, like whoever he hired.
I don't know.
Did you
that what? But I see the after of the house, so
I know, right?
It's wild.
So this guy, he did some damage to this property. Anyways, listed it for $54 million. That wasn't gonna, go for us. Anyways, quick price reduction to $39 million. That's what caught my eye, and I said, you know what? You don't go from $54 million to $39 million if you don't need money quick. That's like what happened to like $45 million. Like,
no, they were ready to get
action. You go from 54 to 39, like you just bypassed all the 40s.
Yeah.
So that told me that's a significant drop.
Means they're serious.
And so that's when I reached out to Jason and Mo. So I actually reached out to Mo to get a hold of Jason because, I just wanted to bolster my presence because I'd already done a bunch of deals through the agency buying properties in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
So that was the connection made. And Jason's like, yeah, dude, just throw in an offer. We haven't gotten any traction. And so, boom. Anyways, long story short, we got it down to $21 million.
Insane, by the way.
Crazy, right?
That's why if you work with Bo, you'll know sometimes he will lowball offers. Not in a bad way.
Yeah,
I respect the hustle.
It's like
but you can use this Malibu property as an example forever, because he's even said to me on the phone, like, don't question the price I'm saying. It works. And I'm like, all right, we go in for it and we work it from there. But there's something to be said when you go from that price at 21. Like, that's
I appreciate that, because
incredible.
So I was speaking at an event yesterday, and I was on stage, and I was telling these folks, hey, my offer is going to be extremely aggressive.
Yeah.
But this doesn't represent you as an agent. It represents me. So don't take it personally, and you can always blame me, right? You're just the messenger. They say don't shoot the messenger, right? So the agent is working on behalf of me, right? And so you say, you know what? I'm just working on behalf of this crazy buyer, right?
Yeah.
And he does these really aggressive offers, but he'll buy it. And here's a good example. Kanye wanted 39, he got it for 21. It doesn't mean that it's a bad offer. It just means that their numbers need to make sense.
Yeah.
And you can always say no, but it's a starting point, and they'll close. And you could just always blame Belwood. Hey, he lowballs.
I'm not writing the check.
No, exactly.
So
I told the audience that, and they're like, okay, good. Because a lot of agents,
they're scared.
They take it personally. You're like, I can't, this is my name. I'm like, no, it's not your name. You're just representing Belwood, and I understand. But you could also say that, you know what, blame him. This is, I'm a professional, and I represent my organization, Nest Seekers or Century 21 or the O Group.
Yeah.
And we hold ourselves to a certain level of professionalism, and we will continue to do that. So this offer doesn't represent the O Group or Nest Seekers or myself. It represents Belwood in their offer. So there's an eloquent way to present it to where it doesn't reflect on you as an agent. And so that's really why I like to share with these agents that are representing these lowball offers. But our numbers have to make sense, Amanda. They just have to.
Well, also, I think in this industry, there's so much going on all the time that a number like that is an opportunity for your client to get a great deal, which you could potentially relist. It's an opportunity for you to have a price that's more close to the market when you're going to resell it. That could turn into 2 deals, could turn into 3 if you double end it, and then they're winning you over. And so it's also an opportunity, I think, when I've been in situations like this, when I was newer in real estate, before I kind of build up the confidence through real estate, it's like, you just have to hustle it, and there's a lot of opportunity there, and it's chance for you to grow and for you to learn how to come back at these kind of things, because this is going to happen. Nobody wants to overpay for a house, even unless they are dying to have the house.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
and I'm living in it.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to become a better agent and to get a better deal for you, and then have something you could potentially relist and actually sell at a good price.
Well, that's a good point, right? Yeah. And speaking of reselling this house, right? So those of you who have been following along with this know that we're in contract to sell this, and that was made possible by Amanda and Dylan, right? And so now, Amanda, you were able to put this out to your network of 1.6 million people. I know Dylan was able to put it out to his network of folks.
Yep.
And Dylan is actually going to be our next guest. So really looking forward to that podcast.
Me too.
He's quite the guy.
It will be fun, you two together.
Yeah, it will be fun.
It always is.
He's my boy. So
yeah.
But what you were able to do was absolutely find a buyer for the Malibu property before we finished it, which is crazy, right?
Yes.
Because we were thinking we were going to take this all the way to the finish line and then sell it for, $55-65 million, and really, but somebody told me a long time ago, a bird in one hand is worth more than 2 in the bush, right? Because those 2 are in the bush. You don't know if you're going to catch them.
Yeah.
But I got 1 for sure right here, right? Now, I don't know what the heck we're supposed to do with these birds. But anyways, I'm saying cash. We got some cash in the hand.
Exactly.
We got some cash over here that we haven't really attained. So you were able to source this buyer. And can you just kind of tell me about that process? Like, what did you do? Like, because to find a buyer like that and to put all this together, I mean, is monumental for this type of price point. We're talking $30 million.
$30 million, full price offer.
Full price.
I don't know if they know that you gave me an off-market exclusive for 30 days. And you said, if you bring a $30 million full price offer, I'm not going $1 below. In 30 days, if then we'll sell it. I'll accept the offer and we'll move on. If you don't, I'm going to the market with Mauricio and Jason and all of them at $39 million. And we did it.
You did.
So literally it was the network and social media. And honestly, I think it was just like the divine perfect timing.
So
I think Dylan has
power of social media.
I think it's manifesting. I think Dylan and I both manifest a lot. He does it more through like affirmation and speaking. He'll create it that way. I do it more through like meditation, also working towards something. Like I'm big into physics. I'm a nerd. So I learn about physics and all of that. And that helps me. I honestly do think it helps propel me.
I love it.
All of it. Absolutely. And then I love that the Bible verses are on the house. Like I do believe in all of these things coming together. I know Dylan dreamed about selling this house. I know I dreamed about selling it because we've known you for a while and we've been talking about this since you bought it. So I really think it was social media. Social media. We found Andrew through social media, and Andrew, he's a mover and shaker, speed kills deals. He was here within 3 days. As soon as I got the listing from you, I did a showing with one of my clients the next day and then showed Andrew the day after that. And then we knew we had it within 48 hours, but technically in 4 days.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
And then Mauricio and Jason and all them, they put it live on the market because they knew we had this brewing. They put it live on the market, but we still got it.
Yes, I know. I'm going to say, without a doubt, Amanda and Dylan have put forth more effort than any agent I've ever worked with.
Wow. Thank you.
In the past. I'm going to tell you right now.
You hear that, Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan.
He said we put more effort towards anyone he's ever worked with.
Yes, absolutely.
That comment to me is worth a lot.
It is the truth.
A very big comment to make. So I'm very appreciative. Thank you.
It is the truth because this is just, I mean, this deal has just been a massive deal. And we haven't closed yet, but there is non-contingent cash on the table where, hey, if you were to back out of this deal, he's going to lose $600,000. And I don't think I know anybody who just wants to lose $600,000. So that tells me he's going to close this deal. We're going to exit this thing. And it will be, yes, one of the more strategic and difficult deals to close that took so much energy and just strategizing. I mean, my hat's off to both of you guys.
Thank you.
Because
thank you for giving us the opportunity. It has a lot to do with you. That's why I said I think everything came together because in this business, the relationship is so valuable. The relationships that we make with each other. And when you get that little carrot dangling and you have the opportunity to really prove yourself, you have to run with it. So, I mean, I'm very thankful for the buyer that we found because just like we're saying, me, you, and Dylan are very hardworking. Andrew is like the perfect buyer for this house. He has a background in bunkers and concrete work. And he's so passionate. He drove across the country in his truck. He's a great, incredible guy. And I feel like we all just connected right away. He flew here within 2 or 3 days. He flew to Malibu.
He's amazing.
He's amazing. So it just, when you feel like you actually have the perfect buyer for the house, like this house fits him and it fits his background and his future. It's very exciting.
I agree.
It's very exciting.
God is pretty amazing. And just to kind of bring it full circle here, I met Dylan. I was looking at offices here in Newport Beach, and I was, one of the agents that I was working with said, you should go check out 2429 West Coast Highway. And I came up here, and she wanted to show me this unit, and I was supposed to come here. But what happened was I actually went to the unit behind us. And I walked over there, and there was a gentleman on the couch, and he was on his phone, and he was moving out of that office, and that was Dylan. And I said, hey, is this suite available? And he goes, yeah, I think it is. And he goes, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I'm in real estate. And then that was it.
And he's like, we're clicked now.
We're clicked. We're bros. And so he was showing me his Instagram, and he was showing me some videos of this crazy boat crash that happened out here.
Yes.
Somebody stole
it. was on the news.
Yeah. And then, we just hit it off. And then, I mean, look at how much has come from just that interaction.
Exactly.
I was later on buying the Kanye West house and now selling it with you guys, like, and becoming friends. Like, this is so cool. And
it's really exciting.
That's just the way he works. So I was just, just so stoked to be able to, have that opportunity that God brought to us. So
absolutely,
I'm all about that.
Glory to God.
All glory.
Amen.
Amen.
Seriously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, one thing I did want to share with you is that I have a gift for you. So I wrote a book not that long ago called From Fractured to Fractions. And I think you know a little bit of my story.
Yes.
And a lot I'm not like choking up crying. It was a unique opportunity. I'm like, about no, nothing like that.
I do.
But anyways, so a bit of a unique past and something that a lot of our listeners are familiar with. But I wrote this book, From Fractured to Fractions, and it just talks about overcoming obstacles and having faith and really keeping your eyes on the goal. And I wanted to give you this book. I mean, it's nothing crazy.
Wait, because you mentioned this to me like a while ago.
Yes. So I signed it. It's for you. And it's just, Amanda from Bo, thank you for being such an amazing rock star. So it's a quick read. It's a nightstand reading.
Thank you for being a rock star.
I
love it. Thank you so much.
In a day or so, it's a pretty.
And we love gifts, real estate gifts. Giving the knowledge, passing it on.
I can't wait to close this deal because I think there is celebration in order for the Malibu house.
Oh, for sure.
I think so too. So do you have anything big coming up? Like, aside from the Malibu house, like tell our listeners, like what can we expect from Amanda Lynn in the near future?
Well, the relist.
Yes.
Expect that one.
That's amazing.
And just, there's about $200 million in properties that all together that I'm working on. I have $85 million in Greece. It's between 7 different listings. So it's the summertime. I'm not trying to just go on vacation after closing, but I want to go over there and film and tour the properties. So I'm planning a trip to Europe so I can really see those properties, because one of them that we have named Amija is one of the most incredible houses I've ever seen. It's a brutalist.
Nice.
So very on trend, but it's incredible. And it's in Mykonos. It's a really beautiful house. It's a showstopper. It kind of makes me feel like brutalist mixed with Amangiri mixed with Mykonos.
Wow.
And there's nothing like that. It has a huge rock that's a boulder hanging above the staircase, and it's actually from the mountain.
Oh my goodness.
So I want to go experience those properties because I love traveling and I've been to Greece so many times, but to go there and have 8 listings
business
is
business, right?
Such a dream.
Right off.
Yes. So that's something I'm doing. Other than that, I'm just focusing on all the real estate that I have and getting them closed. That's really my passion, and that's what I spend most of my time doing. And then, Dylan's waving and pointing to interrupt us like always. But we have another listing in Carpinteria. It was 70 million and it just reduced over 10 million. So now we're at 57,500,000. It's on Padero Lane. That one is a showstopper property. That's something that I think we'll focus on too. Right. Next to Kevin Costner's. Yes, and we went to an event there. We were invited when we got the listings. That was very fun. We got to watch
that event or that invite.
I think it was in September or October of last year.
The invite must have went to my spam.
I don't know. You're gonna have to yell at Dylan about that.
Must have went to my spam.
We got invited though. It's like he hosts this thing for the firefighters or something over there, and it's a charity event and it's a concert, and we went there and it was really awesome. We went 2 weeks after we got the listing.
Oh my God. I saw posting. So this is
amazing. So I mean, just listings, wanting to close those, wanting to just continue with my health and my own journey, and then travel a little bit because I feel like the experiences kind of recharge my batteries.
Yes.
And I'm very creative, super creative. So I feel like those things kind of feed the soul for me.
Yes.
I've been to Greece a million times, but I've never been when it's about work involved too.
Sure.
So I think being able to do those things, I'm literally creating my dream life, being able to go to Greece and stay at properties for free that I'm selling that are millions of dollars. That's a dream in itself.
Yes.
And I actually get to sell them. So I get paid to do this. For me, it's wow, I love it.
That is so amazing. You know, we have our first international investment in Greece.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah. We're flipping a house on the island of Corfu.
Oh, Corfu.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. So we bought.
Why am I not involved? What's going on here?
Maybe you can help us list it.
Well, amen. Let's go.
Okay, cool. Well,
I need another one.
We will keep you posted on. And now this one is not in the multi-millions. It is sub 1 million, but it is a beautiful property.
Yes.
It's in mid restoration right now. Super excited. But what we wanted to do was establish the ability to do international investments with Belwood.
Yes.
So we've done that. I actually used personal capital for this one to just kind of prove the system. And then once you sell it for us, then, and I can show our investors that, hey, Belwood can do this internationally, which we're doing. Then it'll just open up the gates for us to do more properties in Greece. And targeting Italy right now. I want to do some significant things in Italy.
You can get great deals in Italy. Great deals. I had one of my first listings I had was in Italy.
Really?
I couldn't even really have it legally under my name, but I'm very close with my friend Simonetta, and it was her family's house.
Okay.
And it was just beautiful. It was in the countryside, and it was like $2 million. And this is like a huge house with horse stables and land and like...
Really?
Yeah, and it's a beautiful family house. It had a bed and breakfast as well. So an investment property, but it's like what you can get there, it could be incredible.
It's Italy. Come on now.
It's like an experience. People will travel, ever since COVID, people will travel and spend money on more experiences than ever because we're craving it. That connection, that experience, you know?
Yep.
We really are.
It's only one Italy, right? You know,
only one Italy.
I agree.
I love it.
Well, this is going to wrap us up here. I am so honored that you have joined us here on the Big Moves podcast. And I know our listeners have been graced by your presence, Amanda Lynn.
Thank you.
And I hope that you will join us again when we close the Malibu house.
Absolutely.
And we'll just talk about that exit and the amazing event that we had because we closed it. Because we're going to party. We're going to have a big old party. We're going to invite all of our friends. It's going to be amazing. And I will be able to sleep a little bit better at night because that is a transaction that does keep me up a little bit.
It keeps me up too, trust me. It keeps me up for months now.
Dylan too, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. Positive.
Okay. Well, that's it for the Big Moose podcast with Amanda Lynn. And up next, we actually have Dylan Eckhart, who is known as the Prince of Montauk, the gangster in Hollywood, and a good friend of mine. So really excited to have him on next. So tune in for that. Again, Amanda, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Take care. That's it.